Welcome to the Prop Market. I'm your host, the Prop King, and today I have my college football bowl prop picks and best bets part one. So I'm super excited to bring these picks to you this week. We are on a heater here in the prop market. Last week we did extremely well. Hopefully you watched the show. You would have been extremely profitable. With that being said, we're going to continue that momentum on this week. Now the reason why it's part one because I'll probably have two, three, and four for you, maybe even five, as I've been your tour guide throughout this college football season and I don't intend to stop this week or next week as we continue on into this bowl season. Super exciting because we have a lot of great games. I have seven great player props for you, and I have one best bet for you. It's going to be an over and under total, and I'm super excited about that. The good thing about picks now is we have a lot of time to kind of go over the research. I got in the lab. Less is more this week, so only seven picks because I really dissected these players and I really got to the bottom of it. I think we're gonna really have a great week. I am more confident this week than I've been in any week prior, just because of all the information that's come in, and I think we've really narrowed it down. We did really well in the bowl season last year, and I'm looking to continue that on this year as we go on into our 2024, almost 2025 picks. Let's look at my stats real quick. 7-2, seven wins, two losses. Like I said, that's 78%. If you're hitting 78% on player props, you are going to be rich very soon. So hopefully we can continue that so we can all be rich as well. 76 and 78 overall, 49%. Super transparent here in the prop market. We're going to try to get it up to 58%. That's our magic number. That will make us for sure profitable no matter how you bet your picks. So hopefully we can get to 49%, 58% as we get forward into this bowl season. Now to my first pick, Garrett Green of West Virginia. Super talented guy. He's a senior, fifth year, 24 starts, so he's got a lot of experience. And not to mention, there's a lot of motivation. He said playing in West Virginia, it's more than just football for him. He also had mentioned this week that this last game versus Texas Tech, where he played horribly, had two picks, he does not want that to be his last moment in a West Virginia uniform. So there's a lot of motivation here. Implied total is at 28. I expect a lot of points here. Both defenses give up a lot of big plays, so I see Green capitalizing on this. He's a true dual threat as well. He can use his arm and his legs, and because of that, I like his over 269.5 pass plus rush yards. Next guy is George Pettaway from James Madison. Now, you may not know much about James Madison, but one thing I do know about George Pettaway is he is a dog. He's a really hard runner. He's averaging 73 rushing yards. He's projected at 81 rushing yards. I really like this as a starting quarterback. Alonzo Barnett is out for this game, so that means they're going to lean more on the running game. And the Hilltoppers are giving up 221 yards on the ground. They're really bad versus the rush, probably one of the worst in college football. So, with that being one of their main weaknesses, and George Pettaway averaging about 12 carries a game, I really like his usage rate, and I love this over 62.5 rushing yards. Next guy is Hydrick Malik Williams from UNLV. Picked him last week, and he struggled. This is a huge bounce back spot here for him. I believe this is going to be another high scoring game versus Boise State. He struggled. I think he's going to improve. Went back into the film session, saw some things that he needs to get better at. Once again, another senior that's going to go wants to go out the right way. So I think he's highly motivated. Cal's going to have a new coach and a new coordinator. So will UNLV. So this game is going to have a lot of variance here, which is good for the offense. I like the a shootout here versus Cal. So I really like Hajek Milik Williams over 244.5 pass plus rush yards. Next guy is Riley Leonard. Thing I like about Riley Leonard is he is a true dual threat if there ever was one. He can really run the football, very surprising with his speed. And he also throws the ball decently. And he's going to have to because I believe Indiana is going to stack the box. They're going to force Riley Leonard to beat them, and that's going to be good for us this week. Um, Indiana also has never faced a team like Notre Dame with all the big bodies and with a lot of good receivers and a dual threat quarterback that can just really make plays. Um, I think Indiana's going to struggle defensively. They're going to finally crack the code to this Indiana defense. With that being said, and the number that I like, over 249.5 pass plus rush yards, I think he gets this number easily with a big couple plays with his run, with his legs, and a couple big plays on the pass as well. Next guy is Cade Klubnik. Look at his average passing yards, 275, projected passing yards, 248. We're getting a 72-yard discount here on his passing yards. So I already love this pick before I even look at anything else. But Clemson has been not they haven't been able to run this all year. It's been a huge struggle to run the football. Maffa looks like he's hurt, who's their starting running back. So they have no rushing game. So I'm looking for 25 plus passes for the X5 star Cade Klubnik. Texas once again, Texas defense, it's very good versus the run, but it hasn't been tested enough for me in the passing game. I'm not in love with their safeties and corners. I will be honest. The 72-yard discount, I can't pass that up. I take the over 203 passing yards for Clay Klubnik. Kevin Jennings is another guy, a friend of the show. He's really hit for us quite a few times here on this program. With that being said, he's leading one of the best offenses in the nation. Yes, they're going against one of the best defenses in the nation in Penn State. But I feel like there's going to be a couple explosive plays going to put Kevin Jennings over the edge. He's hit this number 4 out of 5 last games. Fifth leading scoring team in the nation. So SMU puts up a lot of points. They're going to play fast. The usage rate is going to be high. I think he's also going to be trailing in this game. So I like his over 226.5 passing yards for Kevin Jennings. Last but not least, Katron Allen from Penn State. Average rushing yards 63, projected rushing yards 64. I've watched this guy run for a couple years now. I like the way he runs the football downhill, not too much juking, not too much jiving. SMU is going to really have to hit this guy as he's going to come relentless through this hole. Um, I feel like this front will be tested and Penn State will be run happy in this game as it's a big game. I love this number for him. I like him over 51.5 rushing yards. Seems a little too low for somebody who's coming off 124 rushing yards in his last game versus Oregon, a very good defense. Now for my best bet, I like Memphis versus West Virginia. I like it over 58. I don't think West Virginia can stop Memphis, and I don't think Memphis can stop West Virginia. I think it's going to be a complete shootout, and this number is not high enough for me to even think about not going for it. I love this over 58. I got 1 unit, but I was thinking even 2 units. But I once again got to be disciplined. I love this over 58. It's going to be a lot of points on the board. Memphis receivers cannot be covered by West Virginia, and I think Garrett Green is going to have a coming out party as he goes out as a senior. Both teams are very highly motivated to get this win as well. They want to finish the season off right. I like this over 58. Now to my recap. Green over 269, Pettaway over 62.5, Williams over 244 pass plus rush yards, Leonard over 249, Klubnik over 203, Jennings over 226 passing yards, and Allen over 51.5 rushing yards. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel. I've been your tour guide throughout this college football season, and I will have college basketball and NBA picks coming from you for you as well. So if you subscribe to the channel, you get all those things all in one. Like I always say, keep what you like, leave what you don't, and let's cash.